Hello and greetings from across the multiverse. Today I'm going to have a look at the Doctor Who story, The Gunfighters. It's a controversial story, shall we say. Every now and then in Doctor Who you get a story that provokes as much disgust as it does love. And The Gunfighters is one of those stories. And as you will discover, I'm a fan. This is a historical adventure set in the US's Wild West in Tombstone at the famous OK Corral. Every Western cliche you can think of is here, and it includes the ballad of the Last Chance Saloon, sang enthusiastically by Linda Barron. The fun in this adventure is all the misunderstandings that go on throughout. Like a UK West End farce, nothing is what it seems. And this causes confusion, mostly with people misunderstanding with who's who and what's what, starting with the misinterpretation of the Doctor as Doc Holliday. But despite all this, there is a real dark undercurrent too. Stephen is set to be lynched. Innocent barkeeper Charlie is brutally gunned down. And of course there's the infamous gunfight at the OK Corral. But unlike in the 2020s, here death means death. There's no living in a heartbeat, coming back in a different life form. Here people are shot, people die, and in many ways The Gunfighters is very much a prototype of a Quentin Tarantino movie. Did I just say Tarantino, as in Quentin Tarantino, the Hollywood director? Yep, I did. Similar to a good Tarantino movie, such as Pulp Fiction, the story is harsh. The protagonists are ruthless. There is no messing around. People have guns, people will use the guns. Life is short, life is cheap. But the casualness to all the killings is presented in a light-hearted, humorous way. This is a true for a Tarantino movie as it is with The Gunfighters. I guess the real difference between the two is people get the joke with Tarantino and they haven't quite all got the joke with The Gunfighters.
With rings on their fingers and bells on their toes, the girls come to Tombstone in their high silk hose. They'll dance on the tables or sing you a tune for whatever's in your wallet at the Last Chance Saloon.
Linda Barron enthusiastically sings the ballad of the Last Chance Saloon. Verses are distributed throughout the 4 episodes, bringing home what has happened or about to happen, heightening our excitement of the story. The song is divisive, but I've not heard anyone dislike Linda Barron's singing, but rather the song itself. Two main complaints I've heard. Firstly, that music shouldn't be in Doctor Who, but that was before the 21st Century Revival. And the other is that the song is repetitive. Now, I disagree. For me, out of all the original songs that have been composed for Doctor Who, there's only 2 songs I like. One is Song for 10 in the Christmas Invasion, and the other is the ballad at the Last Chance Saloon. I like it so much I've actually got it on my Android device, and when I go park running on Saturday mornings I listen to it and I screech it out to the whole park, and anyone who's using earshot now knows the ballad at the Last Chance Saloon. Growing up, I remember reading how much this story killed off the purely historical adventures in Doctor Who. Certainly, when you compare it to something like the Aztecs or the massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, the Gunfighters is not in the same league. But people are always saying that one of the advantages to Doctor Who is its flexible format. Its strength comes from being able to do stories in a variety of settings and a variety of formats. So, if that is actually true, why do people complain when the production team actually does that and tries something new, something different? That's for another debate, I think. I would agree that the American accents are a bit iffy, shall we say, and that the Doctor's slightly relegated to the sidelines here. But that is an opportunity for his companions, Stephen and Dodo, to shine, and they both do. Dodo is a joy. Very much like Matt Smith's future Doctor, she throws herself into the situation. She is the audience in wanting to be in the Wild West. And like Smith's future Doctor, Dodo has an infectious charm. And Stephen gets to do some excellent comedy acting. In keeping with the seriousness of the situation, his comedy antics are downplayed from Dodo's, but he still manages to join in the merriment. The Clanton brothers and Doc Holliday are likeable. They both scheme throughout the story trying to get the upper hand. They scheme throughout, but there is always a jovial menace to them. But there is no jovial menace to the boo-hiss villain big bad of the story, Johnny Ringo. This is made absolutely clear the minute that he arrives into the West. He arrives into the Last Chance Saloon. He shoots the barkeeper Charlie. Ringo does not join in the merriment. The minute he arrives, the story changes. The tone is harsher. The threat is greater. So, overall, make yourself comfortable. Grab a cat. Get some wine. Have a box of chocolates. Switch on the subtitles so you can sing along with the song. And enjoy one of the funnest stories in the Doctor Who canon. Those are my views, and I'd be interested in yours. And if you've enjoyed the story, why? If not, why? And until next time, may your news be good news and happy times and places. Farewell.